If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast, with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Bienvenido a Escucha las Palabras. Soy tu host, Andrés, and my co-host, Kelly.
What?
Kelly Hernandez.
What?
Anyway, you know what the show's about. I would hope by now. I'm going to put this over here because I'm afraid I'm going to knock it over.
You probably will.
So I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
So I'm your host, Andrés. This is a show, Listen to the Words. Mm-hmm. This is my co-host, Kelly.
What's up?
The future mogul, the future travel mogul.
Yeah, right. Bruce, go.
Already. It starts. Already.
I told you, as soon as I take it off.
So we're recording today. It's Friday night. This is how almost 40-year-olds party. That's how we get down. Kelly's drinking chocolate liqueur. He's making noise on the table right now. I know we're good.
Irish cream liqueur.
That we got at Costco.
Tastes like chocolate and caramel. It's amazing.
Hashtag Costco liquor.
Because we're old, so we shop at Costco for everything.
I got some peach crown. That was really good.
That's really good.
It's really tasty.
It's really good.
But it sneaks up on you really fast.
Yeah.
Because
that's
I did
stronger. Well, this does too, because it's chocolate and you forget.
You know, I haven't had a sip of that yet.
Yeah, you have.
I don't remember.
When I first opened it, I let you have a sip.
But that's a different type of sip. That's just like, I want to.
Okay, so have a sip.
Oh.
Not a big sip. You gotta.
Oh my God.
You gotta ease into it.
Wow.
Well, and two, it's been in the fridge, so it's like...
That's like candy, both a bite.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Ooh.
But no, when I first opened it,
Do you have a problem? Do you have an alcoholism problem?
No.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Look, what?
No, I don't know. That's wow.
No, but when I first opened it, it was still warm, obviously, so it was chilling on ice. Mm-hmm. That I put ice in the cup, so it tasted a little different. Now it's like full on cold.
Yeah, it's
I don't have any ice in it.
Oh, you don't?
No, it's cold and
strong.
It's straight.
Oof. That's strong.
I love it.
That's good. It's straight up. It almost tasted like a Hershey Kiss melted.
Yeah.
But with a small little bite at the end, like, oh man, what's that?
It's like candy with liqueur in it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's basically.
We have in Colombia. We have a candy that's like that. It has a little bit of aguardiente in it.
What is that?
It's oh man, it's a something.
It's a something.
Hold on, aguardiente.
I don't even know how you spell that.
It is. It has between 29 and 60% alcohol.
Ooh. That's a lot.
It translates to burning water.
Oh, God.
The last time I had that, I was with Jose, and it was brutal. Yeah, it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
But the little candy has a little bit of it, so you just eat the candies. You're like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
I feel funny. But anyway, so how was your week?
It was all right.
You sold another trip.
I did. I sold a Disney trip.
There you go.
For a first anniversary. So
if you guys need a trip, Kelly will hook you up. And you were under budget too.
I was under budget.
Yeah, they gave you a budget and you were well under it.
Yep.
So there you go.
I was about $500 under it.
So did I just clear my throat right to the microphone?
Yeah, you did.
Why is it not muting?
I don't know.
That was weird.
I'm just going to start muting all of a sudden.
I think there was a new update that got pumped out today. I think if I hit pause, it's not recording anything, but we can hear each other.
Oh, okay. So but that's not pause.
Mute, pendejo.
You said pause.
All right, anyway. So you sold a trip.
So I sold a trip.
A Disney trip.
Yeah, a Disney trip, which I love. I love Disney. So I really want to be exclusive to Disney, but I'm going to do other things too, because not everybody goes to Disney. But yeah, I completed all my training with Disney. So I can officially say I am exclusive Disney travel.
So you are
agent.
technically a Disney employee.
No.
No, I know. Not at all.
No, but it was fun. It's for their first anniversary. But I book other things too. I can do sporting events, concert tickets.
Really? I didn't know that.
All inclusive cruises, even just flights. If you just need a flight somewhere and you have everything else, I can do that.
That's good to know.
So I can do VRBOs, not Airbnb. I don't know why, but
Hashtag Airbnb sucks.
no, they don't.
They kind of do with their fees.
Yeah,
Like their fees are ridiculous.
Yeah,
I remember when it first came out, and I used to travel a lot for my old job. I would go up and down the East Coast, and I used to stay at Airbnbs, and it's like, all right, it's $100 a night, and the cleaning fee was like $10, so you come out $135, which is comparable to a hotel.
Yeah,
but now these things are like $150 for cleaning fees, and then the tax fee, and then commodity fee, and then convenience fee.
I think that the cleaning fees went up because of COVID. So
that's Bravo Sierra.
But I'm saying, like,
because they roll up with the bottle of Windex,
and
it's done.
But I'm just saying, like, when things first started opening back up, I think you have to clean a certain way with COVID.
But
so,
they're not doing that.
Probably not now,
No,
but
they're not doing squat.
Probably, when they first started. But that was not me. I did not. Nothing alerted on me. But anyways. Email. So you can, and I just created my new logo today. So
it's really nice.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. So
my throat's all jacked up. I sneezed earlier and it's screwed.
Yeah.
But I just finished listening to the newlyweds Jessica Simpson episode of the
You just now finished it?
I kept falling asleep listening to it.
It was like last week when we were listening to it.
I kept listening to it in bed, and for some reason I was just passing out quick.
Yeah. Not that they were boring.
No, not at all. So I finally finished listening to it today. It was really good. I was surprised of the in-depth research that they did on the podcast.
Yeah, they do really deep. Good. From what I listened of that episode, it was very brief, but they do a really good deep dive.
So I'm actually really excited about listening to the next one.
Yeah.
They have actually they have 2 new episodes this week. Well, no. I'll tell you right now what they have. So, oh my goodness. I almost started playing the podcast on the show.
Don't do that.
Why is it not going? Okay. So, they got The Simple Life. That's the next one I'm going to listen to. Mm-hmm. And then Now That's What I Call Music.
Ooh. Yep. Like, Now That's What I Call Music 500.
Yeah, I think they're up to 500.
3012.
So if you have a chance, listen to Kelsey and Marie When They Popped podcast.
Yep.
Talk about all stuff Y2K. You will enjoy it.
Yeah.
So you wanted to talk about this heist that happened this week.
Yes.
This prank.
There was a heist in our house. And like
so, how did you want to start it?
So
do I tell my side of the story yet?
No, because I'm going to say what happened first. And then
I apologize, guys. My throat is all weird right now.
And then we'll explain, and then you can say what.
Okay.
We can say what happened. So, anyways, so the other night, getting ready for bed and everything. We were starting to get ready for bed, turning off the TV, letting the dogs out, and all that stuff. So I'm like collecting the things I need to put away and all that. And so we go to bed. Everything's fine. Next morning, I get up. I wake up late.
About 2 hours late.
No, not 2
because I was hungry and I made my own breakfast.
I know. I'm sorry.
I was like, I'm so hungry. I need sustenance.
So anyways, I get up and I go out into the living room, and so we have this little like side table next to one of the couches, and I see one of your pretzels on the table.
I buy pretzels that I just like to munch on every so often.
Yeah.
They're just pretzels.
But they're like the thicker pretzels. They're not like the little thin pretzels.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I see the pretzel, this lonely pretzel on my table. And I'm like, and this was about the time that you came out and you had said you already had breakfast. And so you and Sophia were in the kitchen.
I was like, I don't need your help.
Yeah.
I fed myself.
So So I was like,
that oatmeal was so good that day.
Was it?
I put some raisins in it.
Oh yeah,
The thing was delicious.
I bet that was good.
I was gonna put some brown sugar in it because it needed just a little bit of brown sugar.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? The raisins will suffice, and it was really good.
Yeah. There's cinnamon too. You could have put in it.
Oh yeah. No, it was brown sugar and cinnamon already.
Okay.
So it was gonna be too much.
So, anyways, so I ask, I turn around, I'm like, I look at you, and I'm like, did you put this here? And you're like, I don't know where that came from.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about with this pretzel.
So, literally, all day long in my mind, I'm thinking, what the heck? Like, how did that pretzel get on my table? Because I didn't see you put it there. I didn't put it there. Sophia didn't put it there. No. And I know the dogs didn't do it because they would have eaten it.
They would have eaten it. I'm surprised, honestly, that he didn't eat it that morning.
I'm actually surprised he didn't eat it when it was there that night. So maybe he didn't notice it. He must not have noticed it.
No, he didn't.
Bruce didn't notice it because he loves pretzels.
He's like, what?
Because he's a good boy. Yeah. So anyways, so yeah, so like all day, I'm thinking, what the heck? How did this pretzel get there? So then that night, Sophia had gone
next door to my mom's house.
Did she go next door?
No, she wasn't.
No, she didn't. She was still here.
Yeah.
She was in her room.
Yeah.
We were out in the living room watching.
We bore her now. We're at that age that we bore our daughter.
She's at that age where we bore her.
Especially me. I bore her beyond belief. She's like, hey, Dad.
She's like, hi.
Yeah. Hey,
whatever.
She's all buttercups and sweet in the morning. Hi, Dad. Good morning. And I get my hugs and kisses. Love you. And then as the day progresses, she's like, hey, Dad. She turns into Daria. I'm like, okay, sorry.
She's Wednesday.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, proceed.
So anyways, so I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I need to check. We're like laughing about it.
Because you're still accusing me. I'm like, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I'm like, I know you put this here.
I was like, no, I didn't. I didn't put no pretzel near you.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to check the camera footage.
We have security camera. There's one security camera that's right above that table.
Yep.
That patrols the whole living room and
the
kitchen.
whole living room and kitchen. You can move it through the app and everything. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, but it's always focused on the couch.
Yeah.
That couch and that table.
Because I watch it while I'm at work.
Yeah, I know. It's creepy. It's creepy.
I wish it would just rotate all day long.
Yeah. But it makes it. Anyways. Yeah. Okay. So I start checking the footage. And sure enough, Andre has put the pretzel on my table.
But tell him how I put it on the table. I was
you explain that.
How it played out was that I was having pretzels.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want the last one.
Yeah, you still have one.
So I put it in my pocket. And I forgot that it was in my pocket. So as we're turning off the lights and everything, and I stood up to go by the table, I felt this thing in my pocket. I was like, what is this? I was like, that's a pretzel. And I was like, if I open the... We're trying to cut down on our snacks after a certain time.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I open this pretzel box, she's going to be like, what are you doing? What are you eating? What's going on?
Well, and then Bruce will get down.
And Bruce will jump off and get the Bruce tax.
He'll want Bruce tax.
So I was like, I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave the pretzel here and see how long it stays here. That was my reasoning. How long is it going to stay here? I was expecting it to stay at least until Saturday.
Why?
I don't know. So we're watching the camera footage, and Kelly literally is standing next to me. And I placed the pretzel down as she's standing next to me.
But you did like a spin.
But no. I put the pretzel down as you're standing there, and then I spun move out of it. It was glorious. It was the best spin move ever.
It was really good. But the camera, like, I'm blocking you putting it down, but like the next frame, the pretzel's there.
But it's funny because she's watching this camera footage, and she's like scrolling through the time lapse. So she's like, it's not there. And she went too far. She's like, it's there. So she's like, I have to narrow it down a little bit more. So she has to rewind it a little bit.
But then you're like standing above me in my ear, like, oh my God, I'm scared.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I told you, I was like, what if we see a random hand floating in there with a pretzel? And you guys shook up. You guys shook up. You're like, oh my gosh. I was like, what if it's a ghost? And we get scared. And you're like, I asked you, are you scared? And you're like, a little bit.
Like, you kept saying that. I'm scared, hon. I'm scared.
Knowing that it was me with my glorious spin move. Yeah. It was beautiful. I dropped the pretzel and I just spun out, and you didn't know anything happened.
I didn't know. Like, I was just in my own world, like getting my stuff together, and I just didn't notice. And my peripheral vision was not working.
It was gone. So I dropped that pretzel and I did a hit and run. Boom. Got it. So that's our highlight of our week.
Yeah, that's pretty
The
pathetic.
pretzel prank.
That's pretty pathetic.
He got a piece of fuzz in his mouth like an idiot.
He's trying to get his necklace.
His collar.
His collar.
All right. So this week's episode. Can you guys stop making out, please?
I'm not making out. He's kissing my cheek.
Bruce,
Good boy.
can you leave her alone, please?
Good boy.
We'll tell a story about how you almost died on the next episode. That'll be the next episode.
I don't know if I want to tell that one.
Well, you can omit certain parts of the story.
Yeah.
You just the main part where you literally almost died, and I'm like, I got jumped. I was like, oh my god, she's dying. So Kelly's clumsy, but we'll talk about it in the next episode.
Yeah.
That was an eventful Thursday night.
That was traumatic.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. This week's episode is "Here I Am Alive" by Yellowcard.
Yeah.
So Yellowcard is a American rock band that formed in Jacksonville, Florida, in 1997, and they were based in Los Angeles in 2000. Beginning in 2000, sorry. The band is recognized for having a distinct sound in their genre, primarily due to the prominent use of a violin in their songs, and are best known for Ocean Avenue, Only One, Lights and Sounds, Way Away. This dog's gonna eat my Batman toy.
Back up.
The band actually released 10 full-length albums, and their final one was called Yellowcard and was released September 30th, 2016. Following the release of that album, and they did a little supporting tour, the band broke up. They reunited last year. They did a show in Chicago, which I wanted to go to, but tickets were ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So they're actually reunited. I think they might go on tour soon.
That's cool. I really would like to see them.
They might. Sophia would love it.
Oh yeah,
Sophia
she
would
would love it.
So here I am alive. He just randomly looked out the window. I think he's looking at him in the reflection.
That too.
Yeah. So Here I Am Alive was released July 30th, and it doesn't say what year. That's weird.
July 31st.
July 31st, and it's the second single off the album Southern Air, which is a fantastic album.
Yeah.
Southern Air, I love it.
I downloaded all their albums on Apple Music.
Oh, because we're Apple people.
We're Apple people now.
We're Apple Music, Apple TV, Apple One, Apple Fitness,
Apple everything.
The joke bombed in my head. It almost came out, but in my head it was like, don't say that because that's a dud of a joke.
That's a dad joke.
I was like, no. I was gonna say you could call us the Orchard, Apple Orchard. T told you it was a dud. It was like,
but I mean, I get it.
It had potential.
But
but in my head, I was like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Don't say it. And I did. I shared it.
And you shared it anyway.
So,
what are you doing to your hair?
My luscious hair.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
It legit is beautiful.
Okay, Justin Bieber over here with you got hair in your face.
Well, when you straighten it, it gets in my face.
It really doesn't.
It gets all up in my face. It's beautiful.
It really doesn't.
This is the longest I've had my hair. It is, really. Okay. I haven't cut it since...
You haven't cut the top.
Since June of last year.
Yeah, you haven't cut the top. You've cut the
sides.
The sides, but not the top.
And unfortunately, my barber is in Houston right now, so I got to wait till he gets back.
Yep.
Hopefully he comes back before... Well, if he stays out there until April, then I'll meet up with him there.
I'm sure he didn't bring his stuff with him.
Anyway, so let's talk about this song because we're fading quick.
Okay. We're not.
I know. I'm just watching our dog look at his reflection in the window, wondering what he's like, pondering life.
I know.
I want to play that Everybody Hurts.
No, that's Lily's song.
I wonder what goes through his mind right now. He's just
not a whole lot.
What is that? All right. So, you want to read the lyrics to the song? Because I got to clear my throat like 3 times.
Okay. Says, if I could write to the kid I was before, I tell him you'll get everything you ever wanted, but you will still want more. Someone's going to tell you who you should want to be?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it said who should want to be.
Who should want to be?
So you'll forget the vision that they didn't want to see. And when they give up, because they will give up, say, here I am alive.
All right, so let's stop it right there. Mm-hmm. Because there's not much information about this song that we couldn't dive into. You could tell me to mute you before you cough.
I'm sorry.
No, now I mute you on purpose. Now I don't hear you.
Yeah, I know. I don't think you're muting yourself. I think you're gonna play back this,
and I'm gonna just clear my throat nonstop.
We're gonna hear you clear your throat.
You still hear me?
Yeah. Oh. Let me clear my throat.
All right. So Now I got that in my head. So, what do you like about this?
I mean, I seriously relate to this song
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Just because, like...
Because you're alive?
No.
And you're here?
Yeah, that too. No, but like the first verse, you know, is if I could write to the kid I was before, I tell him you'll get everything you ever wanted, but you'll still want more. I think a lot of people can relate to that. I think
everybody on the planet does.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's something about it.
It's a cool nostalgia factor that you can write to the kid you were before. I'm like, hey, look, you're gonna get a whole bunch of things, but you're not gonna be satisfied. You're gonna want more.
Be like, this is what's gonna happen in your life, and this is what I learned experiencing it. So learn from my mistakes.
But then again, are they mistakes?
No, but learn from what I did, and maybe that kid doesn't make the same decisions.
Yeah,
you know, or maybe they do. Be like, you know what? It seems like a pretty good life. I'm just gonna make the same decisions.
Maybe,
and hope for the best.
See, I don't think there's mistakes in life. I mean, there are mistakes.
Yeah,
but like,
there are mistakes, but it's to a degree.
As long as you learn from them, I think the mistakes are beneficial in life. Because I was watching this guy that said, if you don't make mistakes, you don't grow as a human being.
Exactly.
As a person, you just don't.
No, because you don't learn anything.
You don't learn. Like we were yesterday, I was doing spring cleaning on the original podcast. I deleted a whole bunch of episodes.
Yeah.
And I listened to part of the first episode I ever did, and I'm like, "Ooh, that's the audio quality is trash." And now we're bawling, like we're baller status. Like I got this shiny little machine that has different colors.
It's a rainbow.
That thing is like
it's a rainbow.
Ridiculous. But I learned from all those mistakes.
Yeah, I
learned from the mistakes of the audio quality, the on-air product. Other things.
You learn what works for you.
Yeah. I learned how to improve. So if I would write back to the kid I was before, quote unquote kid when I was 36, I'd be like, hey, look, it's gonna suck sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not gonna be able to record on time.
Yeah.
For various reasons. But keep at it and you'll get good.
Yeah.
You'll get good at it.
Well, and I was thinking, I mean, that makes sense, but I was thinking more along the line of like when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And like, this is what's going to happen in your life.
That too. I mean, if I could go back and write to the kid that was in Astoria, I'd be like, hey, look, there's going to be so many hits you're going to take in life.
Yeah.
Lots of hits. Hey, your dad's going to leave. That's right out the clip. 9/11's going to happen. I mean, you're going to leave New York City, the only place you've ever known. You're going to leave.
Yep.
But all these hits that you take that knock you down a little bit, you got up again and you achieved. I mean, you became a parent, you became a husband. I mean, you became a husband, became a parent. You bought a house, you sold that house, you bought another house, you built a house.
Yeah.
I mean, so many things. So it'd be cool to write to the kid and be like, hey, look, this is what's going to happen. So you got things to look forward to.
Send him a fax.
I'm going to beep him. My mom showed me a picture yesterday of me and Stephanie. It was my 8th grade graduation, and I'm standing next to her, like holding her. And Sophia was like, what's that thing on your hip? I was like, it's my beeper. She's like, what's that? And I was like, long story.
Don't worry about it. Like, it's...
And my mom's like, you had a beeper? And I was like, yeah, I bought that beeper with my paycheck from my dad when I worked for him. She's like, for what? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, all your friends were in school with you. And I was like, that's true. I don't know.
Just to look cool.
Just to be like, yo, I got my beeper.
You're a drug dealer.
Yo, beat me.
Call me.
But you had those codes. I'm sure people are going to recognize this. You had those codes that you're
911.
No, I forgot what the codes were, but I was like 412 meant I love you or something like that. So
like hello, like certain things write out hello. I can't remember what it was.
So it's 0 1 1 3 4.
Oh yeah.
So, and then you have to flip it upside down for it to say hello.
Yeah.
But he's gonna start licking your feet.
Stop.
This dude got the weirdest fetish. But that's cool to think about, like what I could write to the kid I was before.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you'd be like, I met the man of my dreams. I fell in love.
Okay.
The man of my dreams. Why are you laughing so hard? What's wrong with you?
It just was funny. funny.
Jeez. Is that your foot or is that his face?
That's his face.
Oh, okay.
That's him.
I'm playing footsies with his face.
Stop it. He's playing footsie with his nose.
Okay. So let's go on to the next lyric.
I think it's the next.
So they say you don't grow up, you just grow old. It's safe to say I haven't done both. I made mistakes, I know, but here I am alive. So many people close to me cut me down. This is supposed to be a bad luck town. I jumped, I fell, I hit the ground, but here I am alive.
I think that's what I was trying to say. Was like, I relate more to that verse.
You completely missed then.
I know, I did.
You fell down and got up again. Okay?
Yeah. I jumped, I fell, I hit the ground.
Yeah. Now brush yourself off and talk about this verse then.
No, it's the same applies. It's like
no, stop it.
He's like, he went like
Hashtag dog scooting on my carpet.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Oh God. No, but like they say you don't grow up, you just grow old. Okay.
Yeah.
So that, like, for me, I still feel the way I did when we first got married. Like, I don't feel like I'm 39 years old.
Yeah.
Some days I do, but
most days I do.
but there are days when I'm just like, I don't feel the age I am.
Yeah. I don't think anybody does.
Yeah. Like, I feel younger than that. Or at least I think I feel younger
But
than that.
I think with technology nowadays, we keep ourselves young.
Yeah.
Because, like, think of our parents. They're technologically...
It's easier to look back on things.
Yeah.
With
For
the
them,
technology.
it's like black and white pictures and...
Right. They don't have...
What?
I'm going to laugh if all the audio is
I
you
pray.
clearing
I
the
pray.
road.
If not, we have to record this whole thing
No,
again.
I don't want to.
I don't know. I tell you, I hate sneezing because it just unlocks...
Yeah.
What is he wagging his tail
He
at?
sees something.
Himself.
He's
It's black as night outside. He sees himself.
He sees himself.
All right. So you saying?
I don't know what I'm saying.
You're talking about you don't feel your age, and you can
Yeah.
look back in time with technology nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen that Instagram? I can't remember what it was called. This Instagram page that does like footage of high school in certain years. Mm-hmm. They posted one of 2002 the other day, and I was like, I was in high school in 2002.
That was the year we graduated.
That's the year we graduated, and I was like, oh my gosh, did we look like adults back in those days?
No.
Do I look like an adult?
You do now.
But I'm saying in 2002.
I looked at pictures of us when we first, like, not when we first got married, but like we were early in marriage and we looked like babies. Like, to me at least.
Yeah.
Something about like our faces.
I started shaving when we got married. I didn't shave before that. I was a late bloomer with shaving.
Oh, were you?
Probably 23 or 24, I started shaving.
Really?
My shaving career started late in life.
Huh.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I'm attempting a mustache right now. I'm trying.
I know. I hate it though.
I know. But
I hate facial hair.
Please don't record those. All right, so what about more about the song?
Do you want to move on?
From you? No.
I meant in the song. Okay, so then the line where he says, "So many people close to me cut me down."
Yep.
That happened a lot.
Mm-hmm. I think it's part of life.
But like and I hate to say this.
Yo, say their names. First, last name, and where they live now.
But like there are certain people that I was friends with that
They cut you down.
they proved to not be who they tried to be.
Oh, yeah.
Or who they said they were.
And sadly, it happens to today.
Oh yeah. But it sucks because I don't have that core group of friends like you do.
Mm-hmm.
I have people that I'm friends with still that I grew up with, but nobody that I talk to on a regular basis, you know.
Your core group includes some of my friends.
Yeah, they're my core group basically. They are my core group. I think I didn't really have good friends until we moved here.
Really?
Because like friends that I could count on all day.
And even then they come and go here lately.
Yeah, but that's just
Awkward.
But for the most part.
Yeah.
like I have probably 3 good friends here.
Okay.
3 or 4. I have to think. I don't want to leave anybody out.
I know one.
Huh? Yeah, of course.
And then, okay. Uh-huh.
I think that's it.
That's it? Okay. That's an excellent group.
Yeah.
It's an excellent group.
I think it's a good group.
And they're all white. We need to throw a little spice in there.
Look, okay, well, one of them is...
She's married to a Latino, so technically,
and then
all right.
the other one
married
is...
to a black guy, so yeah, it works out.
Yeah, and then I got your friends, and they're all Hispanic, so there you go.
Yeah. And Ryan, he's Filipino.
Yeah, exactly.
It was funny, me and Ryan were talking today. He's like... We were talking about it's funny. We were talking about friendships and people that come and go and people that try to cut you down. It was a weird conversation.
Yeah,
that it applies to this episode. We weren't even planning on recording this episode tonight, but it worked out.
Yeah.
But he's like I invited some. I was gonna invite people over to hang out with my mom was making a dinner, and I was gonna invite some people to come over. Mm-hmm. He goes, but in the end, I knew they're gonna flake on me, and I knew you wouldn't.
Aw.
And he's like, do you remember that day? And I was like, I don't. And he goes, my mom made all this stuff. I'm like, oh, that's right. It was really good food.
And you were the only one he invited?
Yep.
Or you were the only one that showed up?
I don't know, but I was there.
Yeah.
I was there, and we still talk on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. That friendship is over 20 years.
Yeah, and like I don't talk to your friends on a regular basis, but I talk to the 3 that I have here on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah, and I talk to Jose on a regular basis, Little T on a regular basis, Ryan on a regular basis. Local friends, I've been very selective lately. Yeah. Because of
understandable.
Certain things that have transpired
over
and over again.
And sometimes it's hard.
Maybe I'm the problem.
Maybe. No. But I mean, I think especially coming from the group of friends that you have. Yeah. That you've had your entire life. Yes. It's hard to duplicate that.
It's almost impossible.
In a different setting.
I mean, I've known these people for 30 years.
Yeah.
They've known me before the fame and the glory. Yo, I told you something's happening with our numbers.
Before the $30 from the podcast.
I told you, don't say the number, but our numbers are increasing like drastic. Like they just keep going up. And I'm like, well, what's happening?
Yeah. I think it's because of me.
It's possible. Or the fact that I'm just following everybody on Instagram and doing funny memes.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about promoting yourself and creating your brand. Yeah. And that's what I'm learning with
travel agency.
With the travel agency is because I'm watching a bunch of YouTube, and you can find these videos on YouTube. Yeah. But we have a website that they put these videos on. And but yeah, it's all about promoting your brand, promoting yourself.
So I'm hoping that the When They Pop podcast promotes us on their show. Yeah. Girls, I'm not playing. You better promote us.
We've been promoting you.
I've given you 2 promos.
We need at least 2.
At least 2. I might do another one next week. It just depends on how good that episode is. Now that we call music.
So make it good.
It better be a good episode. If not... No, I've been texting one of them. They want to have lunch with us or dinner whenever we make it down to Florida again because they live down there. So it should be fun. Yeah. All right. Back to the song. Yep. Because we just got sidetracked.
Not really.
So if I could write to myself when I was on top of it all, I'd say you're going overboard, and when you're falling, you're going to feel so small. Someone's going to tell you that you deserve the worst. They'll say you're never coming back, and they'll tell you that you're cursed. And when they give up, because they always give up, say, here I am alive. I just love this song so much.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs.
And if you have a second, if you have 4 minutes to spare, watch the music video.
Yeah.
Because the music video
is really cute.
The music video is phenomenal because
adorable.
The Ryan Key from Yellowcard is performing to his younger self.
Yeah.
And he shows him.
It's a weird time travel thing.
Young Ryan Key time travels to the future.
Yeah.
And old Ryan Key shows him highlights of his career.
Yeah.
And then he performs and he brings young Ryan Key on stage. Yeah. And they start singing together.
Well, and then it's there's a girl in it too.
I forgot her name and she's in a band
the 2 of them together as kids and then
2 of them as adults singing
this song.
Yeah. Here I am alive.
But yeah, this is one of my favorite Yellowcard songs.
Yep. It's just, and at this point it just repeats over and over again.
Yeah.
So
stop licking my hand.
Why do you like the song so much? Is it a nostalgia factor, like almost like Young by Parachute?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that in a
We
way.
should make a playlist of like young songs, like "Forever Young" by Rod Stewart,
or
then "Young" by
nostalgic
Parachute.
songs.
Yeah, no songs that talk about youth.
Yeah.
Oh, that should be our next episode.
Yeah.
An episode.
An episode because the
keep
next
talking, 'cause I gotta put this
the
on it.
next episode is not that.
So I'm gonna
we
do
ain't got time for you to fiddle with all that.
youth songs.
Yeah.
Boom, done.
Songs about youth.
Songs about youth.
Because youth song
Got it.
sounds funny to me.
Got it. Side note, because I just got an email. If you guys are gonna buy any clothes or belts, buy Dickies. Because I bought a belt 2.5 years ago before the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
The belt broke,
Yeah.
and I was as I was gonna throw it, I was like, I gotta buy a new belt. I was like, let me email Dickies.
Yeah.
I said, hey, look, my belt buckle broke. Do you guys have a new? Can you guys send me a replacement one? I'll pay for shipping, whatever it is. I'll pay a fee, $5, $10, whatever.
Yeah.
I really like the belt. It was a really good belt.
Yeah.
It broke because I'm fat now. No, it actually the one of the things rusted through. I don't know how that happened because my fat roll probably sweat in it.
Would you stop?
But anyway, so I emailed them, and I emailed them Sunday night, and then Monday morning they emailed me and said, hey, can you send us the UPC, the code that's on the belt? And I was like, there's no code. They said it's embossed on it. I did that. And Tuesday they said, hey, look, that belt's actually discontinued. Can you pick one from this website? I'm like, all right. So I'm going through, and it's like $30, $40, $20. I was like, I'll just go buy one.
Yeah.
So I was like, I like this one. I wrote back, and I was like, how much is it? And all of a sudden I got a confirmation like, oh, we're mailing you a new one. So they sent me a brand new belt.
Yeah.
That's, I guess, the 2022 version, 2023 version of my original belt.
2023 edition.
So free to charge.
That's awesome.
Expedite shipping too. I got it the next day.
Yeah. That's you got it today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, geez, Dickies is awesome. And they sent me stickers too.
That's awesome. I didn't know they sent me
sent me
stickers. That's cool.
Dickies.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I support Dickies. Hashtag support Dickies.
Yeah, let's not say
And
that.
I need them to be a sponsor. So I'm gonna
Let's
reach
not
out
keep
to them.
saying that.
I'm gonna reach out to them to be a sponsor. But I like the song because it makes you remember your youth.
Yeah.
And how he's fighting with himself.
He's eating something.
Idiot. I like remembering our youth.
Yeah.
And that's what me and Ryan were talking about today, is like all the stupid things we did as youths.
It's fun to reminisce sometimes.
And I like to like when we go to Houston, I'm gonna love reminiscing with Jose.
Yeah.
It's gonna be just fun to just talk about
Stuff.
the old days, not the good old days, because I mean they're all the days are good,
Right.
but
Just
if
memories.
you say the good old days, then it means that now sucks,
Right.
which it doesn't. I mean, there's days that suck, but you're just like, oh, I have to work
but it's
8 to 5. And
But in 20 years, we'll say these were the good old days.
yeah,
You know what I
exactly,
mean? So
exactly.
it's like,
if I even remember, because by that time I probably have Alzheimer's. That's what me and my mom were talking about yesterday. On Wednesday. I was like, who's gonna get it, me or you? And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, it goes through. It's hereditary. My grandfather had it.
yeah.
I was like, one of us is getting it. And she's like, well, I don't know. And I was
It
like,
could be your brother, though.
and genes might lean more towards me.
Why?
So, but I'm saying, I was like, it's gonna hit one of us. But my grandfather got it fairly early on. My mom's 65, so I was like, shoot, it might be me.
Oh, crap.
It might be me. So y'all be ready for that.
You going straight to a home.
Wow. Okay.
I'm kidding.
Bruce, Papa, take care of me, okay? When I start forgetting things, you take care of me. No, but it's the truth. It's hereditary. So one of us is getting it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how old was your grandfather when he got it?
I don't remember because he had Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. He had the double whammy.
Yeah. But I mean,
Grandpa died. I don't remember how old he was. And he had it for the longest time. He had it for a solid 15 years.
yeah.
So I don't know. He was probably 60, I would assume.
Yeah. Well,
So it's gonna be either me or my mom.
or it may skip both of you. And it may be Sophia.
Shh, let's not wish that upon her. No, because you had your parents' gene, so that'll probably dilute it a little bit.
But I'm saying, like,
Yeah, you never know. So that's why we got some natural pills. Hopefully it saves my brain.
yeah.
So, but yeah, it's gonna be nice to reminisce with old friends and with Jose, and then we get to meet their kids too. Which
Yeah.
I'm a bad friend because I promised to be there for
You
their
really
first.
are.
I am the worst friend ever.
No, you're not. It's just things happen, life happens.
My fear of flying got worse. It was just
Yeah,
bad.
so, and you know what? Jose could have held that against you and not,
Easily.
and
And
not talk to you, and he didn't. So that just proves how good of a friend he is.
And that's why I tell people. I literally tell
Like-
people when people are like, "Oh, I tell him I have a friend in Houston. Oh, who's he's literally my heterosexual life mate.
Yeah.
Like that's my boy.
Yeah.
Like I love him. Corazon. But yeah, it's gonna be nice to be over there, and we're gonna go in April.
Yep. End of April.
End of April. So we might have a hiatus of the show. Oh, maybe we'll be a decent caught up.
Yeah,
So,
we'll have to try to record a bunch.
We have to do a 1 year anniversary episode.
Ooh, when is
April
that?
5th.
April 5th.
That's gonna be the episode. This will be the 1 year mark. So I don't know what we're gonna talk about. We're just gonna sit here and just chat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just chit chat about stuff. So, what's your favorite line of the song? Because I feel us crashing and burning. I feel the energy just going.
With my favorite line is alive, 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 alive.
Got it. Nailed it. You okay?
Yeah.
All right, you guys are witnessing Kelly getting a little bit tipsy on the chocolate liqueur.
No, I've had like 3 sips of it.
One sip of that got me like, ooh, man.
It's strong.
It is strong.
I'm already hot.
Oh, I know, girl.
I feel like I'm sweating. It's not a good thing.
All right.
I think I like the line that he says, I made mistakes. I know, but here I am alive.
I like what he says. They say you don't grow up, you just grow old. And it's safe to say I haven't done both.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like I've done both.
Yeah.
I mean, my knees tell otherwise. My knee, my shoulder, my wrist, my thumb.
My back now.
Everything just tells me, yeah, you're getting old, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. My hips.
Do you see this dude? He
I'm-
walked out sniffing the air.
Like, I think he's getting the by osmosis.
Can you say that again? The by osmosis?
I think he's getting the liqueur
Via osmosis.
Via osmosis.
Okay. You said osmosis?
by osmosis is what I was saying.
Is that be a baby name?
No, God.
By osmosis.
God.
Yeah, we know people probably name their kid that.
I know a couple people that might name their kid that.
This is my child by osmosis. I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
See
Yo,
you.
if you guys have Apple TV, you guys need to watch C.
Well, do we need to promote that?
No. It's blind people.
It's blind people.
Anyway. So, with that being said, I got nothing else. Promote your stuff. Take that sip. Okay, come on. Ándale, pues.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kelly's feeling that liqueur already.
That was a strong sip.
Yeah, I just saw you pound that back.
I took a tiny sip, but it was strong. Anyways.
Okay, go ahead.
Because it was like, oh.
All right, so the show Instagram is Listen to the Words Podcast. The show email is listen to the words pod@gmail.com. Now, this is a whole laundry list for Kelly.
Okay.
All her businesses, so I'll just step back.
All right, so my Instagram and Etsy is Crafty Kelly's Workshop, Crafty with a K. Kelly is Kelly. And my show email is listen to the words pod kelly@gmail.com. Can you stop doing that?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Don't say it.
I'm not. My travel agent email is kellymarietravels@gmail.com. That my Instagram and Facebook is Kelly Marie Travels and the number 1.
And if you go on there, you can't recognize her. Her logo is a black background.
Yeah.
And like neon pink and blue.
Pink and blue, teal.
It's really cool.
Heart with a plane at the end of it.
So, sign off.
Here I am alive.
Here I am alive. I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Hasta luego, guys.